What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. New video. I tried to make the last video on Karmelo Anthony the last video, but this new Charleston White angle, it made me want to come back and talk about this. So, a lot of people are pissed off. They're mad about the verdict. They're mad about the sentencing. There's people that are not working with the facts of the case, the testimony of the eyewitnesses. There are people that are creating entirely different stories, and they weren't even there, right? There's all this talk about appeal, all this talk about money being donated for an appeal. And I'm wondering why people think that there is even going to be an appeal granted. There has to be something, some type of violation that occurred in order for there to be an appeal. It doesn't mean an attorney won't pick up the case. Believe that. But Charleston White, for over a year, or for a year, we'll just say that, for about a year, was dealing with this family. Personally, the mom, the dad, Karmelo, praying for and with Karmelo and the family. And now, Charleston White has announced that he wasn't pushed away. He decided to cut ties with the family because he sees the motivation is different. For anyone that's upset at the judge, the DA, the jury, and whoever else they can be upset at, for those of you guys, you need to understand something. Karmelo Anthony was offered 10 years. Ask anyone who has been involved in the criminal world. If you were offered a number without a life sentence attached to it, what do? Without hesitation, they're going to say, you take that. You don't go to the box. You don't go to the jury box. You don't pursue that case. 10 years? With what, even at 85%, even if he has to do the 10, he's going to do a whole lot more now. Why do you think that this child was told, don't take that deal? Well, if he takes the deal, no more money is going to be donated. If he takes that deal, they can't get donations for an appeal. Allegedly, money was more important than Karmelo. How much money did Karmelo see? How much was spent on his defense? How much money is going on his books? I think people are mad at the wrong people. You know, there were pictures of Karmelo with weapons, throwing up gang signs. Do I think he was a thug? No. Not at all. Could he have been around some? Absolutely, anybody could, if they choose to be. People are saying that Austin should have kept his hands to himself. Maybe he put his hand on the guy's shoulder. He put his hand on Karmelo's shoulder. Told him, get out of there. Karmelo had two hands. He could have threw him. For those saying it's self-defense, you cannot use a weapon against an unarmed person and then think that's self-defense. It doesn't work that way. For people making it about race, there were people of other ethnicities other than white under that tent. The difference was they all went to that school. That school that was under that tent, they were all classmates, schoolmates. Karmelo wasn't. He could have done a lot of different things, but he chose to do what he did. It isn't the law's fault that he's in prison for 35 years. It's his fault. And he's going to need more people in his life and his personal life to tell him, you did this to yourself. Utilize this time you have on your hands. Educate yourself. Read as much as possible about as many different things as possible. Don't get caught up in gossip on the yard. Don't develop any type of habit, whether it be a substance, whether it be alcohol, gambling. Stay away from all that. Mind your own business. Carry yourself with respect and demand respect. Not verbally, but by the way you carry yourself. It's a damn shame. The rage that you see. And it's going to die down. It's going to die down. At least for the masses. It'll still be brought up. 6 months from now, we'll still be hearing about it. 2 years from now, we'll still be hearing about it. And we won't hear that it was wrong. From the people that are going to bring it up, we won't hear that he was wrong. That doesn't help him. To let that kid think that what he did was right plants a seed in another kid's head. That's a huge disservice to the youth. Cases like this happen all the time. This one was given national coverage, maybe worldwide, I don't know. We're going to keep hearing about this appeal until, you know what? And let me say this. This is another thing that people are forgetting about. So let's say Karmelo Anthony, somehow there are grounds for an appeal. Let's say the appeal is granted. You do know he's going back to trial, right? And you know that when he goes back to trial, he may get a judge that says, you know what? I'm going to give him 70 years. I'm going to give him 99 years. Who knows? He already said no to 10. Now he's going to try to say no to 35. He's not going to beat the case. So he's got to pick his poison. According to Charleston White, over $1 million was raised in one day. Where's that money going to be spent? That's my video for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Everybody, please be safe, be smart, and tell the ones you love that you love them, man. I'm out of here.